Hey guys, so recently I got offered a job. I'm about to sneeze. Bloody hell. No, not gonna sneeze. Now that I said it out loud, can't sneeze. Which was to level a pad and frame it in. And then they didn't contact me, and then I contacted them to wonder why they didn't contact me to confirm things. And apparently they canceled. So that means they got someone else to do it. And I was very happy about it. So happy, in fact, because it let me go and get truck parts. And who doesn't like spending money on truck parts? That all being said, I got this piece of equipment, I got that piece of equipment, I got that piece of equipment and that piece of equipment, and some doubles in here. One of them is actually a distance meter, which I didn't even know I got, because I was in such a hurry that I wanted to get everything here on time, that I overbought everything. And well, I'm going to just make a quick video on these things, and then later on I'm going to make a part 2 video to it to describe how they work. I am going to keep, I'm presuming I'm going to keep this one because I like that how it has the extra battery, has the rechargeable battery, which I'm assuming is in it, unless these are rechargeable. I'll get into that later. This one does have a rechargeable battery. I pulled it out because I couldn't turn it off for some reason. Probably have to hold the power button down. Again, I didn't really want to spend a lot of time with all this. And so we're going to figure it all out. Now, before we get into this, I got these two laser detectors. Now this one and this one are both identical, except when I flip this one over, it has a readout on the back, which is very important. So when it's facing the laser detector, it, will tell me where it is from the back, whereas this one does not. Actually, it does. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna play with this for a few minutes, and then I will be back. A few minutes later. So we are back, and since I have this one out, we'll start with this first. Basically, to turn it on, you can hit the power button, and you get these lights. I didn't learn how to turn it off, and you can switch between the two just by pressing that, and then you can control the output. So basically, you have it, now it's the self-leveling, which is awesome. And again, you can switch through them all. Again, do not look directly into the laser beams. It's a form of radiation, but we all know that. So again, that does the functions. There's a few other functions too. We'll get into that later on. So to turn this off, which I just had to read in the manual, ta-da! Yes, I can read. And you just hold the power button for 2 seconds, which I did attempt without the pendulum, or the pendulum switch engaged and or disengaged. So right now it's engaged, therefore these things can't move. When you engage it, they can move. So this is for transportation purposes. And that's how you turn it on and off. Comparing the two units that I got. We'll get into that momentarily. A little longer than a few minutes later. So these are laser levels. They kind of say rotary laser levels when you're in the add-ins and things like that, but there's no rotary part of this except that it has a 360-degree laser, and that's accomplished because of mirror technology or something. Basically, it shoots at a 360-degree laser, except for the points going around here. So if you don't need 100% coverage of the laser, these things are awesome. They're cheaper. They don't have any real moving parts as in the rotary. And, well, at half the price, depending on what models you get for the rotary stuff, they're more economical. Going into further detail, both of these have batteries that are rechargeable. Again, this one has the advantage of changing it out to non-rechargeable batteries, as you see here. I actually thought at first that they were copping out, but they give you the option. Now, that being said, we'll close this up, and we'll close this up. You have the two mounting points, your standard your standard tripod. Again, this has the transit style and the standard tripod. They both come with additional mounting, but again, we'll get into that in a later video. You have your laser pointing devices and stuff. The other one comes with that. This one has the USB, and it has the class, I think the class B. I could be wrong on that. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Comparing the cases, like that's like a shaving case. This is like a camera case. I would obviously choose this case over that case. The price point between these two, this one was $230, this one was $280, and I couldn't tell the difference online what was going on with this. This one's obviously going to go back. I am going to keep this one. You have your, again, that's where your charger plugs into. What else can I tell you about this? It's got a lot of options. The options we'll get into later on in a part 2 of this video when I take it outside. That's where the power gets plugged in. This one does have the battery. I did, what do you call it? Set it up for that, so I will stay back and I will attempt to turn this thing on. There we go. It's got a battery power reading. Did not know about that. And there it is. So that's for the, okay. That's for the intensity. And I guess this is for, yeah, cool. I haven't actually charged any of these. So that's one of the things we're going to be doing. That's probably why it's blinking. And you have your switch. Where is the switch? It's on this side. And that's to, there you go. So now they're free for the auto leveling. Again, that's for transportation purposes. And it just turned off, therefore the battery's dead. So that'll be charging tonight. And it also came, well, it didn't come with this, but they suggested that you buy this, and this is just a better tripod than what I currently have for my cameras. This is going to go back. This is like a $60 tripod. I do not need that. You got your pole here. Everybody knows what those are. That the laser detectors mount to that pole, which is imperative. So that pole was one of the cheaper ones. I think I paid 30 bucks for that. It's a Bosch or something like that. And this pretty much gives you your introduction to laser level. And this is what they try laser level. And like again, online, I couldn't tell the difference between these two. Didn't know I had this kind of a box. I'm sure there's pictures of that. They were so close in pricing. I was just like, you know what, I'll go with both of them, see what it is. And that being said, just looking upon this one with the extra cost or whatever, like for $230 to $280, I'll definitely pay for the molded camera bag case. Having this as an option is awesome. And there's not really much else. Like I'm sure there's other options. I like seeing the battery power. And it just looks better. Like I'm more confident in this than I would be the other one. And I like the molded case quite a bit. I'm sure there's other features. And again, I'm gonna do some research, read some more of the instructions, and we'll get further into that. However, that being said, with the one that does have power, we're going to check out the, I'm just going to turn that so I don't get blinded, and then we're going to try this out. So this is going sideways, and then that's the laser detection. Not sure. That doesn't detect. It only detects on here. I had the same problem earlier. It wouldn't detect. A few moments later. So basically, they take time to calibrate when you turn them on, I'm assuming, because now they just suddenly work. And then you've got your, I put it over, yeah, see? Over here it shows you from the reverse, going up and down, and the different colors. So as long as you're not colorblind, you can see that right away. And on the side it has that too. So that's cool. So I might just keep this one because it's a little bit cheaper as opposed to this one, which does exactly the same things, except you just have a more of a visual representation. So over here, as you can see, so that being said, this one's also out of power. And we'll turn that off. I'm going to play with this a bit more, figure out which one I want to keep. And I think that pretty much gives us the introductory video for this. So since this is now locked, as in the pendulums are not moving, I can turn this off. It's already practically dead anyways. And that's it. So thanks for checking out the starting of this video. I've learned a few things along the way. Maybe you have too, if you've watched this long. And I'm going to read some more information about this, and I'll give you a better review on the workings of these units instead of just a broad introduction of like, hey, look at this, I just got this and we're gonna learn together. Cheers.